Hey, you guys, we're back. How are you? Kel, Adam, what's the word?
We've been amazing.
Oh, good.
Happy Christmas.
Okay.
I'm
This close.
I'm practicing.
I have no problem with wishes or anything like that. Our house is decorated, has been for 2 weeks at least.
You said 2 weeks last week.
3 weeks at least. And it's all good. So yeah, happy Christmas to you too.
And you remember how last week I said I still had my pumpkins all up in my windows? Well, guess who still has all his pumpkins up in the window?
Sounds like a situation.
Before Sharon does a rundown of the show, when you say pumpkins, are they legit real pumpkins that could be decaying inside and have mold?
They could be, but they're super nice. They're still all great, but they're not carved. Well, they don't smell like anything, and when I touch them, it's still like rock hard. So
I see you have a commitment to Halloween, Adam.
I'm no
you
specialist,
pumpkins.
but
That can be like a pickup line too.
Say that one more time, Sharon.
The pumpkins bring all the girls to the yard. Is that what it is?
Oh, hey now, family show, fella.
Sorry.
Is that a pumpkin in your window, or are you just glad to see me? All right, let's get to it. Big show today because we've got a warning from Mary J. Blige that our minds, collective and individual, will be blown. Also, good news for one now healthy rocker. So we'll talk about that because a lot of people had been following that his journey throughout the summertime. Halle Berry has, I think a really good grasp on reality, though in looking back, she may not, I guess she could be happier than she is, but we'll get to reasons why. We'll get into Kelly's trivia. We'll do a 90s rewind that I'm just going to drop song titles on you and see how you do. I'm not even going to tell you what year. See if you can tell me the year. And Boys to Men, speaking of the holidays, are getting festive harmonies and ready for the holidays. So let's start there because Wanya Morris and Sean Stockman are going to be representing Boys to Men along with a long list of other people that are performing that night. Kelly, why don't you tell us what night it is? Do you know? Because it's on my notes, but
I believe it is December the 6th.
That's true. There it is.
Yeah, that's the only fact I remember from that story. No, actually,
that's a really good one.
I read an interesting line in the article because it's going to be on the ABC network in the States, which depending on which country you're in, like we obviously get that here in Canada as well. But it's almost like the peeps at ABC knew like how successful the new edition, New Kids on the Block, American Music Awards performance was going to go, and then decided to double down and do this like a few weeks later because it's amazing. It's on the same network. Now it's more boy band members. And I think it's a very smart thing because so many people are going to be happy to see our favorite boy band boys doing their thing. Although I don't think Justin Timberlake is going to show up.
Oh, well, 3/5 of NSYNC will be there though.
Yep.
Right. Joey Fatone and Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
And Lance Bass.
Who's I don't think we've recently discussed this, but he's a new papa.
Oh,
who,
nice.
Lance?
Yeah, he and his partner, I believe his name is Michael, had twins. A little boy and a girl whose names completely escape me at the moment. I want to say Henrietta and Charles, but that's very wrong.
Why would you want it? What would prompt you to want to say that then?
I don't know. Henrietta sounds like a good name. Adam will find their names because I know it's on the interwebs.
I'm on it.
But they're super cutesy. And if you follow Lance on his Instagram account, which I believe is at Lance Bass, just super cutesy.
If I'll assume the hashtags he put in the pictures are the names of the kids. We have Alexander and Violet.
That's it. See, I was close with Henrietta.
No, you weren't. Not even a little. No. Hashtag
Violet,
not close.
Henrietta, you know what I mean?
Sure. Well, again, December 6th, if we can go to the good facts that you do know.
Yeah. No Kathy and Susan.
No Kathy, no Susan.
Yeah.
No other members of Boys to Men, but some Joey McIntyre and his son are going to be doing a duet. It seems that all the members of 98 Degrees are going to be there. Some of the Backstreet Boys, O-Town, and we're going to get to hear Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Because you can't say that song title. You have to sing that song title. So we're going to have to switch up the tone, Adam, and it'll be is that a Yuletide in the window? Or are you just glad to see me? Kelly and her innocent grin. I am not participating. So you guys, you ready for Kelly's trivia? Because yes, I am.
90s. Now, trivia.
Bing bong.
Bing.
All right. I might just go with the pink card tonight. We'll see. Or today, I should say. Maybe purple. We'll also see if I get there. But question number 1. Which of the 7 deadly sins? Oh, I should mention this. This is a movies category. Which
Not
of the
Bible.
7 deadly sins was the final killing in 7?
What's the name of the movie, Kel? 7. Got it.
I'm Molly Shannon. I'm 50. Anyway.
Adam?
7 deadly sins. Oh, go for it, Adam.
Was it
Pick one.
Adultery? Is that the word?
That's a good word, and it's accurate, but it's not accurate for the question.
Ugh, sorry.
So it's one of the deadly sins.
Yeah. Do you know all the deadly sins off by heart? I do not.
Not all of them.
I commit them. No, I don't. Okay, so my guess, Sharon, my buzzer, greed.
Oh, is that it? I think.
Good guess. No. Wrath.
Wait, what does that mean?
I might not be familiar with my deadly sins after all.
Wasn't 7 the movie with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch it.
I picture that last scene, but
do you picture it as a wrath?
how do you even spell that word?
With
a W.
I don't like scary movies.
Isn't it a wrath? Yeah, like the Wrath of Khan.
There we are.
Extreme anger. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It sounds scary to me.
If I don't get this next trivia question, I will demonstrate wrath.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Let's see here if I can get this one. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. So this is in science and technology, again, trying to help little Adam. We'll see if it works out. In 1996, Adam was 2. Microsoft Word included more than 80 available images as part of its default installation. What were they commonly known as? I remember this. This is cool. Yeah.
Can you say it again?
Yes, it's a very long question.
And speak to like both of us, not just Adam.
Okay. Got it. Sharon, in 1996, Microsoft Word included more than 80 available images as part of their default installation. So part of the program.
Right.
What were these images commonly known as?
Sharon.
Yeah. Can I just say, I love this. Jazz fingers.
Stock photos.
Yeah. Incorrect. Adam?
Default screensavers?
Too big of a title.
Sorry.
Too big of a title. Clip art.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that, Sharon, back in the day?
Oh, you
No.
Microsoft Word, right?
I wanted to clip my own art to my messages.
Adam's pumpkins. What?
I know.
No, but wait, Kelly, you said in Microsoft Word, right?
I did. Yes.
I just thought of.
Oh, that's what stopped me too.
Yeah.
And by the way, as we randomly discuss with the fun, cards, the actual answer that they gave, because again, they like to be off the charts, if you will.
Yeah.
It was totally called clip art. Yeah.
Does that still exist in Word? Do they still have clip art?
I think you can still use clip art in Word.
You can too. Huh.
I think so.
I guess we'll never know.
From the Microsoft, and I guess there's a version of it obviously for Mac, but is like the snip function when you need to like snip a screenshot or whatever. That has saved me on numerous occasions.
Mm-hmm.
I used to use that in my when I was teaching to add fun things to the online component.
Your repertoire.
Here is a picture of a bar graph. I clipped it from something and I pasted it here.
You know, I actually don't think I've heard the term bar graph since grade 10 math class, but I appreciated that you brought it back, Sharon.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Good
I
one,
did.
Karen.
I know.
But somebody told me that I was in my 30s the other week, and I was happy with that.
Nice.
I gave him a big old kiss on the mouth.
I did, and I don't kiss boys, but it happened.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
For all
Happy
of us.
Christmas.
Come here, kid. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
So Mark Hoppus of Blink 182 has been documenting his journey, his health journey for months now, with posts on social media, updating friends and fans and stuff, because of his diagnosis of stage 4 diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. Stage 4 isn't generally good news when you get that.
But what, he's cancer-free now.
He's cancer-free now. That's the news, right? It comes off of his oncologist declaring him so at the end of September, but he went back to social media and posted a picture. And he's got silver hair now that it's growing back in, which is really, he looks great. He looks healthy. Having any hair is a great signal after having to go through so much chemotherapy. But he wrote, "Thank you, God and universe and friends and family and everyone who sent support and kindness and love. Still have to get scanned every 6 months, and it'll take me until the end of the year to get back to normal. But today is an amazing day, and I feel so blessed." So good for him.
Amazing. There's
It's
no
just
other
such
word for
great
that
news.
than like amazing.
It's true. Like it's a horrible journey, and a lot of the people that are sharing that part of their lives with us on social media, it's not to glamorize it at all. It's to humanize it so that we get to see that, it is as bad as you hear, but it's not insurmountable. So you sort of have to find some positive somewhere and cling to it. And hope for the best and do all that you can do.
Like to give a quick shout out actually to no one that any of you will know, but I just want to say it because I just found out that a friend of mine who I've known since I was a child, I looked up to her. She was about probably 6 years older than I was at karate, and she's gone through cancer at least twice now. And
Wow.
I believe this is now on her third term, like her third go around with this. And recently found this out. They started a GoFundMe campaign for her, which I donated to immediately when I found out. But my main story of this is I've never seen someone who is going through hell for the third time, I believe it is, have such a positive attitude. So I just want to give a shout out to Lynn, because honest to God, I have nothing but respect for her and being courageous. And she's a single mom. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I've not had to deal with cancer myself. It's been in my family a lot. And it really does boil down to choices, right? So no matter what level of health you have a choice of being negative or positive, and the negative is just going to not take you anywhere positive. So positive is going to at least open some positive doors.
Yeah.
Positive begets positive. I know. I said begets.
That's
Try to keep up, you guys. Well, how about this? The search for the next James Bond is on, and Adam is in the running.
Oh, really?
I just want to make sure you're paying attention.
I
Actually, it seems that the whole thing is, as they say, wide open. People that are in charge of determining who the next James Bond will be are saying that it's wide open. And one of the people that I guess technically wanted to be either offered the role or in the running for the role is Idris Alba.
Yep.
Who said, what did he say? It was it's still very early in the conversation, but because there will be a role for him in the movie, it's not going to be James Bond in the end. It's going to be a villain, a complicated villain, and if anybody can play anything, it's Idris Alba. He's just that damn
and he's
good.
a DJ.
Wooka wooka what?
Did you know that?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know if he does remixes as you like.
Like Thunderpuss?
Yeah. Is that a Thunderpuss in your window? Or anyways,
pumpkins.
Pumpkins, Thunderpuss. Thank you for closing the blinds.
Yeah.
Back to Idris Alba.
Yeah.
He said that if you had, he had given some thought to tackling the role.
Yeah.
And that he would have jumped at the chance to do it, saying, yeah, I want to be the Black James Bond. But he says you get disheartened when you get people from a generational point of view going, it can't be. And then it really turns out to be the color of my skin.
Well, you know what?
He's saying.
I don't want to say spoilers. it's not going to be the next James Bond. It's going to be the next 007 agent.
Exactly.
So it kind of, it would work out, and it would please everybody.
Well, it could be anything, but he was saying that because there is that generational point of view that's saying, oh, it can't be, because people have such a lock on what they think James Bond should be, which is a white male with a British accent.
But it's not James Bond anymore.
Well, no, exactly. But the idea is that he was saying it's a lot for one person to bear. So even if he did get it and it didn't do great, it would end up being because of the color of his skin. He said that's a difficult position to put myself into when I don't need to. So it's a perspective of a lot of actors that have to sort of think, is this what I want? Do I want to be this trailblazer who ends up being blamed for something?
Well, even just
either way, he's
with actor Robert Pattinson, remember with the Twilight movies, like he got so pigeonholed into that, you know, and like it took him a few years to even just, I think, come out of it as a human, because everywhere he went, screaming 17-year-old girls were after him. You know what I mean? So like
thinking he was a vampire.
Probably. So it was a lot to take on, you know?
So he like literally had to prove he was a human.
Exactly. Now he's Superman or whatever he is. So
well, Idris Alba will have a role in this new 007. Yes, you in the corner.
Batman is the one you're looking for, not Superman.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Ooh, nice. And you know what? You know that we're coming up on the 20-year mark since Halle Berry won the Best Actress Oscar. Speaking of pressure, because once you win something like that, technically the floodgates are supposed to open with all kinds of offers for roles and stuff like that. It was in Monsters Ball that she won the award, which she calls that gorgeous guy, the Oscar. But she did go on to say in this interview that she was sure that there was going to be a script truck that was going to back itself up into her front door, and that she'd be like, no, I'm going to get all the great parts. And she said, but unfortunately for me, that was not my reality. I've been continuing to try to make ways for myself because it's hard. I don't often find great parts that I really, really love to sink my teeth into. And that's a quote from her.
That is, I'm not surprised by that at all.
No, me neither.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize, even it's weird. Like, for example, if you look at Meryl Streep, who's had every role going, I don't even know how many Academy Awards she's won.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could look at her and say like, wow, stuff always goes her way. I'm sure some level of it doesn't, but yeah, like her, if you look at her batting average, it's amazing. And a lot of other celebrities have just had to claw and scrape and even like, you know, in some of that Me Too movement stuff where they were blackballed or pushed to the side by certain individuals, their career was totally off the rails, or at least partially off the rails. And they didn't get like, why do I keep Sorvino, right? Amira Sorvino is one of them that claims that happened to her. So I'm not surprised at all for Halle Berry, especially being a woman of color.
Yeah. So my link to the, she's, you know, on the pursuit of finding things that she can really sink her teeth into. Well, she was in our neck of the woods in the summertime filming and was able to sink her teeth into chicken wings from this place near us called Cunningham's Pub. And I can say that, and there's probably a lot of people listening that know exactly what I'm talking about, because she did take to her own social media and proclaim that Cunningham's wings are the best she's ever had.
Yeah. If you go, I think it's December 31st of 2020 is her post.
Yep. You're right.
So
you're right. And it was, you know what? I go there. The wings are delicious. But what it did for them as a business, as a restaurant over the course of the past 20 months, we know that they've struggled the most out of businesses, and her going and taking to her platform and proclaiming how good they are totally helped that business. So kudos to her for doing that.
Amazing.
With chicken in her teeth the whole time.
Yeah.
And she wasn't wrong, that's for sure. They are delicious wings. Again, Cunningham's Pub. If they would like to sponsor this show, we are open to that.
Please.
Yes, please. No kidding. Now, you want your minds blown, you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. Actually, I won't do it, but Mary J. Blige will. She's actually preparing us rather, for her 14th album. And she says, it's going to blow our minds. She told that to Tamron Hall. So it's got to be true.
It will be true. And she's going to blow our minds when she does the Super Bowl performance in
Ooh, that's going to be
January,
good.
beginning of February, whatever the date is. Yeah.
Well, I think it's interesting. I mean, Mary J. Blige has been through it. We know that. We've listened to her music. We know that as one of the great artists, she takes what she's experienced and she channels it into, a common, relatable song, album, whatever. And she says that this album was inspired by some of the darkest moments that has basically led to her self-acceptance, which again, I think is a great lesson for a lot of people to see in an artist of her stature, that, still you struggle with things like confidence and being okay with yourself. She says, wait till you hear it. It's going to blow everybody's mind. And it's because it's something I had to do, something I had to say when I was in my darkest moments in that life, to build myself up to this person that I can see and accept my nose, accept my eyes, accept my cheeks, accept all the things that I used to hate. So a totally humanizing statement like that, she really renders herself just like everybody else, which she is. She happens to be a gigantic superstar, but she's human,
And she's MJB.
And she's MJB. Mic drop.
Yeah.
And also I thought it was nice that she said she's her own best friend, and that when she wakes up in the night to go to the bathroom and she, no makeup, no hair, anything like that, she accepts that chick that goes to the bathroom, and I like her, she said.
As we all should.
Exactly. Don't be so hard on ourselves. And again, the lineup for Super Bowl will be MJB, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar.
Crazy business.
Oh yeah, and there'll be a football game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be good. Are you guys ready to go back?
Ready to rewind.
Let's do
Ready
it.
to 90s rewind.
We're back.
Adam looks like he's gone through the dishwasher.
Whoa, like in the cartoons. Our 90s rewind is taking us back to, see if you can figure it out just by song titles, okay?
Okay.
What It's Like by Everlast.
Mhm.
Sugar Ray, Someday.
97?
Eh,
5.
Enrique Iglesias, Bailamos.
99.
Bingo was his name. He should do an album of children's stories. And Bingo is your hero. My fifth offering, actually, I think I only gave you 3. The other was Santana and Rob Thomas on Smooth.
Oh, you should have led with that. Then I would have got 99.
Well,
What a
that would've
great
ended the
year.
bit.
Wow.
And Unpretty.
Oh, yeah.
Would that have done it for you?
I would have done it too.
That's why I saved it for last.
Dizzle.
T Dizzle to the L Sizzle.
That's right.
Hey, that works. And that's it. 90s rewind. It goes back to 1999. We should be partying like it's that.
Just like Prince said.
Yeah.
He did say that. He meant it too.
Just a quick note, you're wrapping up the show, I know, Sharon, but make sure to follow us on all of our social media, which you see in the screen in front of you. So on the Instagram and the TikTok, and of course, we're also on Facebook, so don't forget us there as well.
I think you mean the Facebook.
The Facebook. Actually, as my better half's aunt says, book face.
Yeah, that's true.
May I ask a question? It's a visual question, and I've been distracted because we record the audio on a Zoom, and you can see that audio. Well, I guess you can see the video on YouTube. But who is on your shirt, Kel?
Oh,
is it Sinead?
Tupac.
Oh, it's not Tupac. It's not Sinead. It's Tupac.
Yeah.
All I could see was the side of the forehead and an eyebrow. I'm like, that's either Sinead or not. And it's not. It's Tupac. Okay, cool.
Love him.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Let's put the love outward to everybody. Thank you for finding us wherever it is that you do that. We appreciate it. And passing on the good word to everybody too. Thank you very much for listening to 90s Now, still happening.